guys, welcome back. We're going to be working on the Sinistar here. So first thing I need to do is I'm going to take some 320 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to sand down all the primered areas. I'm just going to fast forward through that. You guys have seen me sand a million times, and no real reason to show it in slow speed. And then I'm going to blow it off really good, and we're going to get it in the spray booth. And then I'm going to show you how I'm going to tape this thing off. And I'm going to show you a little bit regular speed, and I'll kind of talk about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And then I'll put it on high speed and we'll get it taped off. I keep going back and forth thinking in my head, what do I want to paint first? Do I want to paint the red or the blue? The more I think about it, I think I should probably paint the red. Okay, so what sucks is because I'm reusing the old artwork on the cabinet rather than a stencil. So that being said, I want to paint this W red. So I have to tape all outside of the red, on the outside of the red. Paint the red. Well, then the next day I have to untape everything, which I can untape everything tonight. But anyways, the next day I have to tape the red so that I can paint the blue. So not only do I have to tape the red, but I have to tape around the blue too. So it's like a double tape job, okay? And then after that, after I spray the blue, I have to tape off the whole blue area too, okay? Now, if you're wondering, when I have the red covered while I'm painting the blue, why would I uncover the red after I paint the blue? Reason being, we got these Canadian soldiers right now. These, they're like a mosquito, but they don't bite, and they're huge, and they're freaking everywhere. One just ran right into me. But anyways, after I spray the blue on the second day, I'm going to peel the red off, the masking that's on the red. Reason being, if I leave the masking tape on the red for too long, you run the risk of it possibly, peeling off or sticking really well to where it wants to peel off, or, which this doesn't matter because it's solid colors. If this were like metallic paint and you put tape on there and you peeled it off and it left an impression from the tape, you'll see that when you put clear on it. But being a solid color, you won't see it. So if it does leave a little bit of an impression of the tape, texture of the tape on there, that you won't see unless it was metallic. So let me get set up here, and I'm just going to go ahead and high speed sand this thing down, blow it out real good, get it in the spray booth, and we'll start taping it off. Pretty good deal, pretty good amount of taping. It's going to take me a while. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I got to get up at 4:30 in the morning to head to New York. So let's just get to it and see if we can get this thing done. Really want to get these projects done because I need to get them out of here. I just have too much going on right now. All right, now I'm going to get ready to go in the spray booth. We're going to start taping off the cabinet. I just brought this in. It's been sitting outside. It has dew all over it. It was sitting outside in the sun earlier. Just want to wipe the dew off. You don't want to leave it out overnight because it is plywood. But you can already see shrinking back on the clear coat, which is good. And if you're wondering, why would I let it get dewy? Because you kind of want it to. So basically it sat in the sun for a couple hours and it was really hot. And then it got cold out and it got dew. So the hot and cold process helps cure the clear quicker, believe it or not. So let's look here and see if we can see how it's drying. See that? Yesterday it looked like a sheet of glass. Look at that now. See that? That's all shrinking and soaking into the playfield. And this is exactly what we want it to do, because then when we sand it and reapply the clear, that doesn't happen again. So, all right, let's get in the spray booth, get set up, and we'll start taping this thing off. All right, I'm gonna zoom in and we're gonna try to show a spot here of how I'm gonna tape this off. Let's start on this bottom corner. So we're gonna be painting the red first. Take some 3/4 inch tape. I use the yellow tape because that's what is used for automotive paint and for when you're using heat. You don't have to use this. But we're gonna take this right on this outer edge here, and I'm gonna pull it tight, really tight, okay? The tighter I pull it, I get no wrinkles, and I can bend it around this curve. So just like that, I just now bent a really nice curve there. And then we can take this one straight across here. This one straight across here. And that's our first red area. And this one will just go like this. And then it kind of flares out here a little bit. These stupid leg levelers. Adjust that one real quick. That's gonna drive me nuts. That's better. You know what I just realized? We have to do 3 separate tape off jobs. That's gray in there. Forgot about that. Once again, we're going to stretch it. Try to. Okay, so now we got these bottom parts. Okay, now we have that little center there. So I'm just gonna stick this on there, and I can see through this tape. So carefully take your razor blade and just lightly score the tape. You don't wanna go pushing really hard. Push really hard, you're gonna leave indents in your cabinet. So a lot of this isn't too bad, but I totally forgot about that silver color. Oh well, what's another day? It is what it is, guys. It's like an upside down Y for his nose. Putting stencils on would be easier, yes. But if you could save the original artwork, why not? When you go to make a curve, keep your tape on your tape roll. A lot of people won't do this because they just don't want to put the time into it, which is a shame because it's nice to reuse artwork if you can. You could also do this. You could take your red, start here, and you can start bending this, and in theory, you can just go right around. And I'm doing this on purpose because I sanded off some of that artwork, so I'm actually creating a nice, smooth circle by doing it this way. See that? Now, some of the red from the original spray job is going to be outside the tape line. That's okay, we'll fix it with the other color. I'm doing that, I'm just trying to keep straight lines going. Yes, you will use a lot of tape. And if you get a little red outside, don't worry about it. The black will cover it. Oops, I just covered part of his eyeball. Twice. Okay, that's done. Let's do this W up here. You can see how I sanded through some of it. Not an issue. I got that little circle. You can order this tape on Amazon. It's just automotive tape. Okay, W's taped off. So it's just a little time consuming. It's not hard. Yeah, I don't like that one. I ripped it. That one's too much of a curve for this tape. I do have other tape I could use, but we're not getting into all that. I have some special tape that I can do curves with, but I want you guys to be able to use normal stuff from Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. Hopefully this will help you guys out. Oops. Looks like a pumpkin eye. Jack-o'-lantern. Okay, lightning bolt will be easy. All right, I'm gonna go into high speed because you guys clearly see how I'm doing it now. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna spray this side. I wanna see how it turns out, and I'm not gonna do the other side tonight because it's already after 9 o'clock. So I'll just do the other side off camera. No point in repeating it for both sides. And then obviously we'll do blue on one side and video that. And then we'll do the silver on one side, and then we'll do the black on the whole cabinet. So I'm using Krylon 5X matte red pepper. It can be shiny or matte, it doesn't matter. We're gonna put a matte finish clear over top of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the exhaust fans on, and we're gonna do light coats of this stuff. Almost missed the spot right here. I think it was on there and it fell off. Or maybe I never did it. stuff is drying really quick and it is covering really well. Okay, it looks like it's covered. Just going to go around and make sure I hit all the spots. You don't want to put a ton of paint on, you don't have to. Just enough to cover, that's all you need. Because from the factory, that's how they did it. Okay, I'll let that sit. Actually, I'm probably going to start peeling off the W. That stuff set up a little bit more because that's a little bit more intricate. All right, let's peel this tape off of here. It's been about 10 minutes. I'd love to get both sides done tonight. Like I said, I'll be out here till frickin' midnight. Plus, I want to upload this video tonight, which will take probably an hour. Looks good. Looks really good. I'm sure I'll get some comments saying, why don't I just put vinyl on here? Nobody's ever going to see it. Because if I have the opportunity to save original artwork, that's what I do. Looking good so far. Oops, I forgot to cut that one. That's okay, we'll touch that up. Forgot to cut a couple of them. So when I spray the red on the other side, I'll just tape off these couple little spots and spray that. Not a big deal. I just forgot to cut it. It happens. And I gotta look at the S on mine because I don't think that's correct. Not a big deal. I can always touch that up as well. That looks pretty sweet. So I think what I'm missing here is this has got to come like this. And then it's got to curve back up here. Which is fine, no big deal. I'll look it up on mine in the basement and then I'll go from there. But it turned out really, really nice so far. Show you up close here. And you see that? That is old stuff. That's just their crappy spray right there. And we'll fix that with the blue. But yeah, it turned out really nice. Yeah, we'll fix that S. I believe, like I said, I believe it goes like this and goes out to a bigger swoop maybe. But I'll do that off camera when I do the other side. So, all right, well, that's gonna end this video. We'll do another video on this probably Sunday. We'll probably do a pickup video tomorrow on the pinball, and then hopefully tomorrow night I can do the red on the other side and touch up the red on this side, and then maybe Sunday we can do the blue, or should I do the silver? I don't know. I have to think about that again. So, all right, guys, let me know what you think. Other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.